About a year and a half ago, I started going through a spiritual awakening. After a separation, I laid on the floor for about 3 weeks and I felt like physical death. And it was hard. And I looked at my wall and I had a bunch of religious stuff on my wall. And I said, God, look, I don't know who anyone is anymore. I feel like I died. I don't understand what's going on. I was crying. Nothing made sense. My motion cameras were showing things that looked like demons. I was physically scared. I've never seen this kind of evil in my life. My ex-boyfriend had just been put in jail for trying to kill me. A friend of mine betrayed me and left, and I've long since forgave that, but that was over a year ago. And I started noticing that the light around me was really, really bright after I started healing. I healed a lot of stuff. I started meditating, grounding, praying. I started really praying and really focused on God. I started following my guides and my angels. They would give me things to teach me how to follow their things. Like they would show me how to follow them. Like they would mess with my phone and change songs just so I would follow their guidance and my ancestors and other family that's passed on. Well, I noticed like in the bright light, you notice how bright light it is. It's really bright. Well, I noticed that people were starting to look different under this bright light. Like you could see like where they had traumas, where they had been abused, where they may be wearing masks. You could see where they are not who they say they are. Like they may be wearing the wolf in sheep clothing kind of thing. They may be a shapeshifter. They may be the devil coming as someone else. And I started realizing you could find demons. And I started realizing like my light would change. And my motion cameras, like I said, they were doing some things that only God could control. Sometimes they didn't even have Wi-Fi. Sometimes they were unplugged. God would show me who energetically was in my house while I was gone. And it was weird because I thought, how in the hell are these cameras running without Wi-Fi? And I thought it was all black magic. I started thinking of the devil, until I realized that God was testing me too. And he was strengthening my abilities and he was making me realize I was a prophet and a messenger. And I wanted to show these pictures, not to make anybody feel bad, but to show you that there's a world that we're not seeing. There's a heavenly spiritual realm. And the Bible even says when you open your spiritual eyes, you become awake, you can see the world the way Jesus did. And you can actually see what people need to heal and what they don't. You can actually see who might have demon attachments. You might see who's a demon. You might see who's a starseed. You might see who is not what they say they are whatsoever. You might see a lot of things. And this is over the last year. And you can see all these people in my yard and visiting me and always nonstop visiting me to the point where it's almost driving me crazy. But they're always testing me. And they'll start saying things that someone else did just to see if I pick up on it. They'll say things that my ex-husband said just to see if I pick up on it. Or either that or his energy is jumping. But they'll pretend to be somebody else. They'll get on the phone and they'll switch SD cards. I have had them try to do fires in here. There has been black magic the way and voodoo this way. But I am protected by God. But I want to show you like the light of the truth, the light of God will show once your eyes are open, once you're able to see it. You can see it in pictures. You can see it on your walls. You can see it everywhere. You can see it in the trees. You can see the sun. You can see it in everything. But it might be a way to help heal people. It might be a way to know, okay, that person was abused. That's why I'm doing this. It's not to make people feel bad. And I've asked permission from my friends. And the ones I didn't ask permission on, you can't tell who they are anyway. I mean, they might know who they are, but it might give them an idea of what they need to heal. And it might give them an idea that I know that they're not who they said they were. I know that because of what they drove, what they were, and what they said. And it's as it's going by a year and a half later,